What is up, my baby chicks? _Gamers94 back in our video. Today we are doing another Madden real life game. Today we have the Today we have the New England Patriots at the Chicago Bears 2018 Week 7 CPU game. I don't have much time, and 15-minute quarters. I already have all the stuff set up. I won't really be paying attention to the chat, and yeah, I don't really have any time, so it's about to unplug my mic and enjoy this game.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the 41-year-old reigning NFL MVP, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots take on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Onto the field marches Tom Brady and that New England offense. And congratulations to Tom Brady, Charles. Last week against Indianapolis, his 500 touchdown pass. Kind of interesting that he threw it to Josh Gordon.
It is interesting. Part of a 3-touchdown night. Patriots won their second in a row after 1-2 start. Once again, every time you bring up their demise, they show you it's not true. But going back to what you said about Josh Gordon, there's Tom Brady, supposedly in the twilight of his career. Josh Gordon trying to resurrect his career, and they collaborate for one of the most significant passes in Tom Brady's time.
Yeah, Brady, by the way, third place now all time, although he's got Drew Brees only a handful behind him. But the next up to pass is Brett Favre at 5:08. Peyton Manning, the all-time leader, 5:39. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. If there's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
I'm excited about seeing his progress because in his rookie year, he started somewhere around mid-season and carried it the rest of the way. And you saw improvement week after week because they keep adding people around him. And when he plays on a team that has those weapons that you're looking for, those key guys, it'd be fun to see him run an offense as well as skillfully use his legs in order to gain some extra yardage too.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
At running back is Jordan Howard, who was an absolute revelation as a rookie, but he finished second to Ezekiel Elliott for the rushing title in 2016. And no sophomore slump for him at all. Followed it up with a 2nd straight 1,000-yard season and finished 5th in the league in rushing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Felt like Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the Bears, was in the draft room with his general manager because picking up this pass catcher from Memphis, Anthony Miller, made to order for a young quarterback. A nice slot who can make plays like we just saw.
He is fun to watch. Went from being a walk-on at Memphis to completely rewriting the record books out wide. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
I'm taking a good look at linebacker Dante Hightower, who missed most of 2017 due to injury. And I do believe that the Patriots missed him in a big way in the Super Bowl because you remember against Atlanta in the previous Super Bowl, It was a strip sack by Dante Hightower that changed the complexion of the game. Big and strong in the middle, stout against the run, can rush the passer from a defensive end position, and he's just that alpha guy that everyone gravitates towards on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big
time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20, 20.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
20, 380.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And now out come the Patriots. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
He's still one of the best tight ends in the game, and while he has no shortage of things he can do once his playing days are over, I think that touchdown just signaled that Hollywood can wait a while.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Gostkowski now out the 6-yard line just across the 25. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michel. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Cohen, and an alley to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick, even though he's small in stature. Some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. It's a close game here early on. And we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up, you're down. Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure if there's been a better tandem than Brady to Gronk for the last half-decade, so it can be a surprise when they don't hook up and a downright shock when a ball's intercepted. But that is great instincts here defensively to come away with the football.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dante Hightower on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning. So he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
It's only the second quarter, so he's got some time. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph.
Yes,
64-yard interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah, when you're talking about lugging not just a football, but probably about 350 pounds down the sideline and scoring. But how about the contrast? Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone, brings it all the way back, but this is the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU for Denver, knocks him out of bounds before he can score. 104 yards and no touchdown. Linval Joseph at least got the touchdown to earn the oxygen and the shade.
Well, when he was going down the field, he was in Philly. I was in Atlanta. My couch was shaking. No question.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, 2nd quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
And now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Like 20!
From the gun, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's go!
On first down, Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Like 20! Like 20!
Now Brady again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi.
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, real quick.
Yeah,
that kid, Greg Joseph.
That was a Phil Necro knuckleball.
Should it have even counted?
Yeah, it should have counted. And the Browns, I feel like they deserve that after some of the tough luck they've had.
Good point.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And down he'll go at the 25. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He was looking for Gronk that time. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. at Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams 3 of the next 4 on the road, I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got this down to the 35. To give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky powering his way forward. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this is how you
throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Alright guys, just wanted to check in with you. If you read the rest of the title, I put in CPU first half. This is gonna be only the first half. I have to get to bed and stuff, and yeah. So I'm gonna stay with you guys for the last bit of time. Anyway, those oh my god, 6 interceptions combining Brady and Trubisky. 6 interceptions thrown by both of them. Interceptions are getting me so mad. I can't even explain it. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, just stop it for one time. Alright, anyway, Brady looks incomplete. There's gotta be some way that I can make and not throw interceptions every single freaking second. Like, it's just non-stop interceptions. Because I'm telling you, if there's gonna be like these kind of interceptions, just freaking end the game in a tie. Because, like, dude. Now, if there was like 1 interception for each team, one of them won, like, I'm fine with that. But like, we're getting to the point where it's like 4 interceptions a game. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, it's a 4th down and 4. Bears up 10-7. Like, it's just non-stop interceptions. Come on. Alright. Crap. Sorry, guys. 4th and 4. 5th time on the... Oh my god, that is ridiculous, man. That was the 5th punt of the game for Allen, only in the first half. But Brady still has thrown 3 interceptions. Well, 3 interceptions for both teams, I mean, but still, like... Whoa, what the frick? How did my mic cord got stuck to a phone charger or something? What the... Ugh. Jesus, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, Trubisky throws caught. Bears. He's got 4 yards on that one. Just have to look up something real quick. Alright, so halftime, guys. Sorry to say, but that's the end of the vid. You guys will get to see the second half tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL.